Hi, I'm Joseph Kahn. I'm the director of Bodied.
I'm Jackie Long, and I play the role of Ben Grimm.
I'm Calum, and I play Adam in Bodied.
All right, well, I just want to start off saying I love the movie. Super, super fun thing to watch. I want to know, first off, Joseph, how did you come up with the idea for this? I mean, if you're from Houston?
I am from Houston. I grew up here for all my childhood, basically. And I actually got my start in rap videos here, doing videos for Rap A Lot Records for a couple of years.
Nice. So when it came down to writing the script for this and getting everything together, were you still, like, keeping your Houston roots in mind, the community here? I mean, where would you go in to get, like, information about, like...
Well, Houston's the inspiration because it was all my battle rap experiences here in Houston, and also being an outsider. I was this Asian kid, and never really felt, as much as I lived in Houston, I'm an immigrant. I moved here when I was 7 years old, and so in terms of like the predominant back in the '80s white culture that I was popped into, I never quite felt like I fit into that. And then as soon as I got out of high school, I was doing videos in black neighborhoods, and I definitely wasn't a black guy in a black neighborhood. So I always felt like I was this weird outsider looking into culture, analyzing it, and being part of it at the same time. But there's always an analytical side to me because I was just kind of an alien in a world that I wasn't really from. And so that's kind of like Bodied. It's a battle rap movie made by an alien analyzing it.
I like that.
That's a nice write-up.
That is not what I was expecting to hear with that, but that's okay. I like that. All right, so I want to talk about the character Adam for a second. Okay, so your character is quirky as hell. He's super fun to watch throughout this movie. But I'm not gonna lie, the whole time that I'm watching this movie, I am going back in my mind to your character from American Vandal, and I'm watching this going, this is literally like watching Alex Trimboli all grown up. He's improved. He's in college now, and look at what he's doing. Did you have any thoughts about that while you were making this movie?
No, because I filmed American Vandal after this movie, actually.
No kidding.
Yeah, American Vandal is a project I did right after Bodied. So, no, I really saw them as separate projects. Their characters there's similarities between them for sure, but the character of Adam was it was a very original character, and I didn't want it to be anything like I'd ever done before. And you're right, there is kind of some kind of weird development where it could be like Alex Trimboli going into college and becoming a battle rapper. That's an interesting point. No one has said that yet. But yeah, no, I filmed it afterwards, so there's really no connection.
All right, well that's all right. I'm serious, everybody. You can go back and rewatch that. Just duly noted, everyone.
See it now.
You do. He's done drawing dicks and he's battle rapping. That's awesome. All right, so Jackie, I want to talk to your character about your character Ben Grimm. Now, your character is super big on keeping his rap life separate from his personal life, and as you're watching the film, it's. I know at least I'm taking it as a way for him to keep his, personal life out of, I guess his opponent's mouths and things like that. But it also seemed a little bit like he was trying to kind of escape his own reality. What are your thoughts on that?
I guess because what was he, a video game designer?
He was a video game designer.
Being a black man and being a video game designer is just already something funny, But I think him portraying to be that person who I would say he really wasn't, being the hardcore dude that you would think he is in the movie. So am I asking your question right?
Yeah.
Okay, him acting like he's that hardcore dude, I go through people in my life every day like that. That people that act like they're somebody that they're really not. I have white friends that think they're black. I have black friends that think they're white. So coming together when I had to do this role, it was something that I didn't have to think about too much. I was like, okay, they gave me a scenario. He's a video game designer. Then he's a battle rapper. So what else could I say? I don't. It's like it was. Am I saying the right stuff, Joseph?
I don't know.
It's
Say what
like,
you feel.
yeah.
I think the question is, what did you feel about playing a guy that had duality to him? He has on one side he's a video game designer, and on the other side he's representing himself as a battle rapper, right?
Right. That's right. So,
is there what's the deeper question on that you're asking for?
I feel like it seems like while he's trying to protect his family life, it does seem like he's almost kind of trying to escape his own reality by going into this whole other world. Like by day, you know, he's a video game designer. He's got all these pressures of having a daughter who's sick and struggling that way. And so at night, it's like he gets to shed all that away and become somebody totally different.
Yeah, I think it's like more than if you had a kid and you know you had to pay bills or whatever. It's like you would do anything you would have to do, you know, and that was one of his getaways to be a battle rapper. You know, he can make money off of it. You know, he can pay bills. So I would look at it like he was doing something more for his, of course, his family at any time and doing a regular job. So yeah, that's what I can say about this question.
I like that. All right. So talk to me about how you guys prepared for this role. I mean, like, are you battle rapping on set when the camera's not rolling? What's happening there?
We had the writer, Alex Larson, who wrote the movie, which was a big help, and he didn't want us to literally do no ad-libs. So we had to really, really study hard, and working with Calum, who's really a great actor, who really wants to take his craft, you know, up there. So for us to really, you know, get the script and really read it and know what we had to do, like, to become comfortable, but at the end of the day, we was, you know, playing battle rappers. So it was luckily that we had the real battle rappers on set to help us prepare for that as well, besides the writer of the movie. But where I say the writer was so hard because he didn't want us to ad-lib. Like Joseph keeps saying, this movie is like Shakespeare. So we had to treat it like Shakespeare. So big scenes that we had, like at the end of the movie, that was non-stop. We had to really, wasn't no cut, wasn't no nothing. So it was a lot of watching, of course, videos to really know that moment, to be comfortable with a big crowd around you. You know what I'm saying? And with the help of just like the writers and this dude even working with me together to study like he did. Because if he wouldn't study with me, I probably wouldn't have performed the way I did. I couldn't just study with Joseph or the writers. It wouldn't come off the way that it did. I needed him. So with the help of him, the writers, the other battle rappers, it was just a lot of them telling us, like, you guys are doing good, to pump us up and keep us going. That's what I have to say.
That was the craziest part about this movie, is that we actually got rehearsal time. Usually when you do a movie or a TV show, you often meet the actors 2 days before, or sometimes on the first day on set, which is a fine process, but it elevates the performance when you actually get to rehearse every moment of the script beforehand. And luckily we had a director who was really encouraging us to rehearse, and he took time to rehearse with us, which was so valuable. And we also had all these, as you said, all these battle rappers who really took us under their wing and said, we want to get this right, and we want to help you get this right. So for 2 months leading up to it, we're basically in battle rap college, and we got a degree in offending people. And so pretty much every day I would be talking to various battle rappers, like Alex Larson or Kid Twist, the writer of the film, Disaster, Roan. A lot of these incredible battle rappers were helping us all the way through the project. And it was funny doing scenes with actual battle rappers. It was almost like doing a war movie, but you're actually doing it with soldiers who are on active duty. So it was a really cool experience.
And the soldiers who don't want to lose.
And they don't want to lose. And they also want to make sure that we do it right, because there hasn't really been a movie made about battle rap in this way that battle rap is done. There isn't a beat. It's more like poetry at this point.
Yeah, I love the concept, and I love the style of the movie. As a matter of fact, I was talking to somebody else about this, and what I like about this is there's definitely a fresh feel to this movie. It kind of feels like if Sorry to Bother You and Scott Pilgrim vs. the World kind of got together and had a baby, I feel like this is that movie, which is great because I love both of those movies. They're fun, they're unique and different. What are some of the parts about this movie that you guys really, really like that are, I guess, dear to your heart?
You start.
The thing that's dear to my heart is that, on the surface level, there's like it's a white kid learning how to rap, but that's not what this movie's about. It deals with cultural appropriation. One of the themes is freedom of speech versus where's the limit. It tackles issues that are very prevalent in today and the conversations that everybody's having, and using battle rap as a vehicle to discuss those issues.
What's the question again? He was talking so fast. What'd you say?
What are you most proud of with this movie?
That the world get to see, like he said, a movie of free speech. You shouldn't be afraid to speak, talk about any circumstances. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, you learn something from this. Like, you can go have a talk with somebody like a battle rap with somebody, then later on go have a drink with them. You know, just to show that nice friendship. Like, this is a sport at the end of the day, you know. And yeah, I said some bad things to you that was very disrespectful, but you know what? You still my dog. Let's go have a drink and sit down, you know. So I hope they just get something, the message of anger, I would say, is good in this movie, because you're just letting off your anger, but then you get to go have that drink. It's just like you're letting off your self-esteem from something. You know what I'm saying? Like if you was mad at something. So it's just something that when you watch this movie, just watch it and get over your problems in life, I would say, because this is that type of movie, because this character goes through so much that you wouldn't believe that he would even continue to battle rap. You know, when he lost his girl, he losing his family, you would think he would give up, you know, but he just kept going. You know, so at the end of the day, it shows don't give up. If you have something that you want to do in life, do it. You know, so that's my message.
So what I find one of the most fun parts about the movie is that this is a chance for the audience to get together in a dark theater and hear the most offensive jokes for 2 hours, a relentless 2 hours, and hear these jokes that you can't say on television, you won't see in any other movie, that you can't even say in work. And yet for 2 hours, people get in a movie theater, turn off the lights, and everybody's laughing at the raunchiest, most offensive, racist, sexist, everything. And yet we all accept it because we know on a certain level as human beings, this stuff is truly funny in the right context, you know? Like, for instance, if Calum suddenly came to me and said, Joseph, how was that dog you ate this morning? Was it delicious? I would go, Calum, you're racist, but you're hilarious, you know? But if some random dude came up to me off the street and said the same thing, Jackie would beat the fuck out of him.
Or beat his ass.
You know? You know?
Don't play that.
And
I
that,
also try to beat him up too.
yeah.
Okay, my knee.
But that tells you there's a context to this stuff. There is a reality that we are completely sort of dismissing, but it's true. Jokes are funny, and jokes are offensive, and funny, offensive jokes are a very human thing, but we're trying to figure out where is the line. How does it work? Why is that funny in some contexts and not in others? The movie explores that, and for 2 hours you will laugh and you will have a lot of fun until I stab you in the gut.
Well, this movie was so much fun to watch. Thank you guys so much for talking with us today. I
Thank you
really,
so
really
much.
appreciate
I
it.
appreciate it. Thanks for watching the movie.
November
Yes,
2nd.
thank you.
November 2nd.
November 2nd and November 28th, YouTube Premium.